Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenMara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to be seeing this, I would like to offer the Rune Elemental reading for March 16th through the 22nd. This is a general reading looking at the energy and how it interplays with the elements. If you're interested as to why I read for the elements instead of the zodiac, there's a video linked in the description down below. You can go check that out. And if you've never had your charts read, so you're not sure where your element falls, there is a natal interpretation chart down below as well. It is a really amazing tool, and it's fairly affordable. It's like 20 bucks, I think. And it gives you your base birth chart with all the little signs and symbols, and then there's a 10 to 20 page report with it that explains what all of those things mean, because there's a lot of information there. Anyway, we will get started with our reading, starting off with fire. And fire covers Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And I read intuitively. We check out what the book has to say first, and then we hop into what God, Source, Divine, and my guides bring forward. So, fire, you're starting off with Berkana, which is the rune of birth. Color of dark green. Tarot association is the Empress, and astrology is Virgo. So you're working with a little bit of earth energy here. Renewal, promise of new beginnings, new growth, birth, family, and home. So fire, this week is going to be... They're saying this is a week where you're going to be checking more in with how things are going at home. How are things with your spouse, with the kids, with the pets? How's the spring cleaning going? Because we're moving into that season. If you are someone who likes to raise your own garden, how far along are you with getting things started in that respect? This week, they want you to really tap into this home environment energy. And fire, you're kind of someone who likes to get things started, especially if you are Aries, and then fly off to another project. But what they're saying is really tap into, and that's why that earth energy is coming up, really tap into this prosperity energy, this grounding energy where you're laying strong foundations. You're also working with the Empress, which is divine feminine energy, but it's also a sign of success and prosperity. So this is setting yourself up for future success. So this week is really about anchoring in, getting things started, and being ready for what is coming, whatever that may be for you. But they're saying it's going to be good stuff if you set the right stage for it. So your second rune is the Manaz rune, which is the rune of man. Color of deep red. Tarot association is the Magician. In astrology is Jupiter. Humankind, deep wisdom held in the body. Mind and body working together. Knowledge, memory, interdependence of the masculine and feminine within. So you're working with this creative energy this week, fire, where things are getting moving, you're getting ready for the next stages. Not sure what those stages are just yet, but you're getting prepared for them. But you also have the Manaz rune, so you have a rune of birth and the rune of man that are very dominant here. And what that's saying is you're balancing the masculine and the feminine. The feminine is going to be a little bit stronger to start with, which is that nurturing energy, that supportive energy, that getting things moving energy, but then it's coming back into a balance between the two. The Magician is saying you have all of the tools you need to move forward. They're saying to use the tools that you have. You don't have to go seeking out new ones this week. You have the tools, the talents, and the skills that you'll need for whatever's coming forward for you in that creative aspect. And so you have all the tools that are available. And with Jupiter's energy coming in as well, it's saying enjoy this journey. It is not something that you have to be, oh, I have to do this. No, you get to do this. So really, as you're going through this week, fire, tap into that joy, that fun, that excitement of something new and getting ready for the next thing. It's not saying it's going to be all rainbows and butterflies this week, because there's some work involved. But what you're doing is you're setting up a foundation to move forward with. So this week is more planning for the long term, so you're getting some stuff moving right now. Let's see what our Earth family has. And Earth covers Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Oh, Earth, this isn't... Okay, well, we're just going to say right now, Earth, ground yourself. We are working with the Hagalaz rune as your first rune, which is the rune of hail. Color of light blue, tarot association is the world, and astrology is Aquarius. So you're working with your opposite energy this week, which is air. Not always the best option for Earth. Unexpected setbacks or problems, attempts to let things flow, possible disruptive natural events. Earth, if you are in the Pacific Northwest, be ready for some snowstorms. That's definitely an unpredictable thing right now because who knows what the weather's actually going to do. But what I'm also hearing with this one is Earth, this week, the world card says there's a lot of things that are available to you, the good and the bad. But how it's moving is all dependent on where you're at and what spiritual journey and lesson you are ready to make next. It's saying that this is not a good week to get things started. This is a week to anchor in, get your feet planted, because there's some shift that is occurring on a grander scale. They're saying planetary movements going on. So this is going to affect you a little bit more deeply, especially if you've got water influences. Not sure how that plays out just yet, but that's what I'm hearing. And that's where this Aquarian energy, because Aquarius carries emotions. They tend to not be the strongest emotion like on their own, but they support others. So you are going to be the one that's a little bit more emotional this week is what I'm hearing. So be ready for that and be willing to do some alone time this week. Get yourself, stabilized a little bit more. Your second one is the Iawaz, which is the rune of the horse. Color of white. Tarot association is the Lovers, and astrology is Gemini. Still working with that air energy, but you've also got the Lovers, which is more of a water energy. So bringing in some of that emotions and balance. Travel and change, new jobs, new homes, spiritual journeys, or movements. Earth, what I'm hearing is for the majority, this is not going to be a time of movement and change. Not at least in the best option. It's saying ground yourself, find where your balance is, hang out there for the moment, because that's what the Hagalaz rune is really pushing for. Is things are at play right now and in movement that you don't have a lot of say in what's happening. These are things that are outside of your control. That's the reason I'm getting this feeling for Earth. This week would be a good week to kind of pull back a little bit, kind of ground, anchor, focus on self-care, do the things that support you emotionally and mentally. The horse rune with the Lovers and Gemini saying there's a lot of duality that's popping up this week, and that could be where some of this conflict arises from. Hagalaz is not known to be the most supportive or happy-go-lucky rune in the set, but it's really saying we're giving you the heads up that there's something shifting that you may not be quite aware of just yet. So this is a time for you to anchor in, take stock of where you're at, and then move forward once you have established what all is at play. If you don't feel intuitively that this is a time to shift, then don't. Stay where you're at for the moment, because something's going on in the outer section of your life that you're not quite ready for. So if you stay here in the now moment, allow that stuff to move around as it's needed. Once things settle down, you're going to see your path much clearer, and that's when that journey is going to start to be able to happen again. So Earth, it's definitely a time to just pause for a moment, see where you're at. Don't go running into new things. There's things going on behind the scenes, Earth, that you're not aware of just yet. You will be, but not at the moment. So air is covering Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And air, you're starting off with, well, that's interesting. Starting off with the Inga's rune, which is the rune of fertility. So you and fire must be having some fun this week. We have the color of yellow. Tarot association is judgment, and astrology is part of the new moon. Completion of ideas or projects, a new beginning, a time of positive energies, good fortune. Air, this is really, what is it you've been wanting to start? There's something here that you have been putting off because I just don't think this is the right time. Now's the time to really look into that seriously and quite possibly move forward with it. You've been putting it off because you weren't sure what would be the outcome. There's a little bit of nervous anxiety, almost fear about, well, if I do this and I fail, okay, well, you fail, start over. But then there's this other part that says, what if you succeed? And that's almost as scary as the fail. Right now is the time to really examine what's going on there, Air. If it's only the fear of failure that's stopping you, that's not a fear to worry about. Go. If there's something else going on, this is a time to evaluate that, see how that's going to play out, and see where it's moving for you. Your second rune, though, let me clarify this a little bit. We have the Wunjo rune. This is the rune of joy. Color is yellow. Terra association is strength. But astrology is Leo, so we're tying... Excuse me. We're tying Leo or fire and air together again. So fire, air, you guys are working some interesting magic this week. A sign of happiness and harmony between people, a situation changing for the better and improving. Whatever's going on, air, you are in a beautiful path to move forward right here. There's definitely some things that need to be checked on to see where you're at. Are you in a position where this dream, this goal, this hope can actually manifest? If so, take those steps. Follow your intuition. It could be just taking the next step in getting that tax ID, starting that look for the business front. It could be hiring that next employee. Whatever it is, Air, you're in a really good spot. This joy and fertility, things are moving very well for you, and I'm hearing that if you have fire in your chart, or you're bound to a fire, as in like you're married to or in a relationship with, this is going to be a week where the creative energy between the two of you is going to create magic in a way that I don't think either of you are quite anticipating, but you're most definitely going to enjoy the outcome. So check on how that plays out for you and how it fits into your life right now. But Air, you're definitely in a really good spot. So let's check out our water family. I know these past couple of weeks have been a little rough on Earth, but it's really saying, Earth, this is not the time for your movement just yet. Plan and get ahead. We'll see where that plays out in the next couple of weeks. But the past couple have not been Earth friendly, unfortunately. So let's go check in with our water family, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all of our fishies. This is the Jira rune, or the rune of the year. Color of light blue. Terra association is the Fool, and astrology is Earth. The cycles of nature and life, something coming to fruition. Effort receiving reward. Water, you've been working behind the scenes. You've been doing a lot of support role work, and that's not been super acknowledged up to this point. People have noticed, they may have said something in passing, but it's not been recognized in a way that's actually supportive of you. What I'm hearing is this upcoming week, there's definitely going to be a shift. Whether there's a promotion available where you step into the role without really, I mean, you have to apply for it, obviously, but you're able to step into it pretty easily, or there's something else coming in that's maybe a surprise energy where you get a reward that you didn't even realize that you basically deserved. But what you've been doing behind the scenes is time to come into the light, and it's time to be officially acknowledged for what it is that you've been working on. Whether it's you're working at a store, at a business, whatever, they're saying that your supporting role this week is going to be highlighted because there's something's building for you, water. Let's see what your second rune is and see how that plays into this. Your second rune, you're tying into some fire energy. We have Berkana with the birth rune. Color is dark green. Tarot association is the Empress, and astrology is Virgo. Renewal, new beginnings, new growth, birth, family, and home. Water, this week you are in the limelight. You don't realize that you may not even start there. You might start the week a little rough, is what I'm hearing. But because of this work that you have been doing, because of the effort you've been putting forward, this week is a time for others to recognize you. You will not be doing the, oh, check out what I've been doing. That's not you. That's not how this is working for you. This is going to be something that the outside forces come in to expand, expose, show off, brag on, basically. But you also have a lot of new things moving around, and this is where that promotion energy could be. You could be getting an offer that you may not want to refuse. There could be something even more important or more meaningful coming in where you guys, that's weird. They're saying that somebody in the water realm has been trying to get the family moving. They've got the spouse thing going on, but they're trying to get the 2.5 kids and white picket fence thing. This week could definitely have a shift towards that. Something is going to open up, some kind of door will unlock. Again, this is a general reading, so take what works, but there's something that's unlocking for you, water, that is going to reveal the rewards of the effort you've been putting in that others have not noticed. They just want to keep emphasizing other people have not been paying attention to what you've been doing, but this week, God, Source, Divine, the universe, however you see that, is going to encourage them to acknowledge what it is that you've been putting forth. So, overall this week, I'm hearing, have fun. Things are going to be a little bit hectic. Mercury just went into retrograde, so don't take anything super serious this week is the big part, and that goes into next week as well, because Mercury usually does this little trick for about 2 weeks. So enjoy things as they come up. Laugh as much as you can. When the energy feels heavy, step back, step away, ground yourself. They're saying this is a good week to put your hands in the soil, get some flower pots or something started, but also do the self-care of, Epsom salt baths, or do the things that make you feel alive again. Take care of yourselves as you go through this week, all of the elements and all of the zodiac. Many blessings, much joy, Earth. Just take it easy this next week, chill out, let things happen. Focus on the important things in life overall, everybody, but Earth in particular, and allow those things to be what keeps your emotions and energy in a higher state. Allow the universe to bless and prosper as it needs. With that, I will let you guys go. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment your thoughts, feelings, and impressions, and I will see you in the next video.